Right, so what I'm going to do here is do some throw line, and I'm going to do 10 shots and see how many of my 10 shots I get to where I want it to go. So this elm tree, the elm tree is probably about to the very tips. It's probably close on 100 feet tall. So I'll show you the where I'm aiming for, and it's between 65 and maybe 72, 73 feet. There's two unions that if I get either one, then we're golden, because that's what I would aim for. And it's a pretty clear shot up the middle, so I'll show you. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep recording, keep throwing for 10 shots, and we'll see how we get on, because the only way to improve your throw line is to come out to a park when there's no pressure and try different things. Because if you only ever throw at work and you only ever try the same thing over and over again and you're not very consistent, because I'm not great at throw line, so I come out to the park and I try different lengths of line, different weights, different styles, different ways to hold, different orientations of holding my hand and my wrist, and like, do I use some do I flick it? Do I all this kind of stuff? So you can only do that really if you're practicing in a park.
Hello.
So this is the tree, and the unions I'm aiming for is 1, 2. So this, what looks on the screen like a skinny one that way, or the one slightly higher up, that union there. So this is about 65 feet, I think, this union, and this one's about 72, something like that. It looks tiny on the screen, but yeah, this is about 65 feet here, and this is pretty much getting up to the limits of what I can throw, limits of what I can throw in height, but also being somewhat accurate. So let's give it a go. 10 shots. Okay, 0 for 1. Okay, so I got that over this limb here, out a little bit, but that counts because I'd be able to use a bit of the manipulation. So one out of 2. So I got that same limb again, so the skinny kind of one going out that way, so I got that limb again, it's about here, so I could use manipulation. So 2 out of 3. Perfect. Got right in there, tight into that same union again. And again, same union, right in that union. I think that's 5 shots, so 4 out of 5. I think that's what we're on now. Yeah, so got that one. Awesome. So I got just above here, and it's just on a little shoot, epicomic shoot there. It went higher than this union, but it went on that side, so we got that one. Okay, so I got that same one again. So I think that's 6 out of 7 now. So yeah, keep always getting this one to the left. I haven't yet got that one. I'm going high enough, but it's just, this is a wider space, so it's kind of dropping into there. And it's a safer shot as well, because if I go for this one and I come too much to this side, there's nothing for it to catch on. So if I was climbing on it, I would go this side just so that I could, if it missed this one, I'd get this one. Yeah. So we've gone over the, where's the top one again? We've gone over this limb again. It lines about here, but there's not really anything, so I'll be able to manipulate that back into the union. So 8 out of, sorry, yeah, is that 8 out of 9, I think? No, or 7, yeah, 8 out of 9. Another thing, you'll notice that every single time I throw, no matter if it misses or if it goes in, I will always take the ball off, because it takes maybe an extra 20 seconds to untie the ball and tie it back on. Like between those, untying the ball takes like 2 seconds, but tying it back on takes a few seconds. So maybe I'll lose like 20 seconds, but it means that the line will never get stuck, or like very rarely. Whereas if the ball's still on, there's a good chance it'll get stuck. That is hilarious. Just after I said that, it wrapped itself around this little twig. Oh my god, that's hilarious. And just as I say it, that's fate. Is that, or that's not fate, what do you call it when something happens? I can't even think of the word now. Anyway, it still came down. Okay, so that one is a miss, and that is because I was trying to go for this union this time, and I did come, because I was aiming for it, I just came a bit too far this side, and like I say before, it just missed. I think that's 10, but it might be 9, so I'm gonna do one more shot just in case. That was also a miss. I went too far this side again. Yeah, so that is that. So I don't know what that was. Was that that was either 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 11. Yeah, like I say, I'm not great at throw line, but the thing that motivates me is when the competition's kind of a looming and I need to get a bit of practice in, I head out to the park, try different things, try and get my eye in a little bit, and then once I get my kind of system dialed in, I start to be a little bit more consistent. Yeah, but I'm not great, honestly, at work. You know, sometimes it's like 50-50, like a bit of luck, or well, not even 50-50. Sometimes I'll have 5 shots to get 1. Sometimes I'll get it first shot, but yeah, you can only really improve your throw line by going to the park. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the raw, unedited, apart from the speeded up bits, but unedited video, just to show how out of 10 what you get, and just by going to the park and messing about. All right, cheers, see you on the next video. Bye.